I thought I would, since I'm pretty much addicted to metallic gold, silver too, but gold is just, I put it in almost every one of my abstracts. I thought I'd do a quick show and tell of my collection of metallic gold pens so that maybe you don't need to waste the money I've wasted on some of these. So let's start out with the thicker ones, and I'm going to test them out on Bristol paper, which is smoother than watercolor paper. A lot of these don't show up much at all on watercolor unless there's already some paint on there. And I typically use my gold pens after I've painted anyway, so that's not a problem for me. But sometimes, like this piece that we're doing here, I will use as a base. So this is the Krylon 18 karat gold, and it's really chunky and probably drying out, but I still can write with it. I'm gonna write these so that you can just screenshot this afterwards. And so I can use this for chunky areas. Yeah, see, I can get, when I pump it, I can get lots of good gold out of that. And it does have a nice sheen to it. I'll hold this up at the end so you can see the sheen. And the Craftsmart is my favorite for that classic gold. It looks really like, you know, somebody took maybe 10 karat gold and put it on the paper. Very shiny. So I have the thicker one and then the thinner one. And they're not the best mechanically, you know, you can see there that it dropped a lot there, and but I use that for drips when it happens anyway, so I don't mind that. I just like the gold that I get from that one. All right, now I have an Office Mate. I'm always trying, you know, scouring the world for metallic pens, and this is fine. You can write with it a lot easier than these other ones, although I'm not writing, but it's good for signing artwork. And it has a nice gold, but it's a little brown for my taste. And then there's the smaller Office Mate, and that one hasn't performed as well, as you can see. So I'd have to say that's a no-go, because this is not old. And this happens a lot with metallics, yeah. No bueno on the small Office Mate. That's the extra fine plastic nib. Then this came with a set that I think I got on Amazon of paint pens. I was trying to see if there were, you can see one of the problems with the set already. It's the Zayar paint marker set, and it came in lots of colors. This is the gold, but it just dripped when I opened it. It has a decent pigment, and so if I want drips, or if I want just literally gold ink out of it, I'll use it sometimes. It's easy to write with. Then I have a Deco Color Liquid Gold Opaque paint marker, and very easy to write with. It truly feels more like a marker, but it's nice. It's just, I use it sometimes. It is a nice color. It's not giving me that sheen that the Craftsmart does, but I do use it. It's probably my second favorite. Here's a gold Sharpie. You can see that's really a lot darker, and if that's the look you're looking for, and it's not particularly metallic. Now, here's the Posca pen. You know I love Poscas, so we had to try that one, and it is so yellow. You can really see that. I still use it sometimes. Will show you on the watercolor. It's a little less bright, sort of metallic-y, but again, not that true metallic color. And here's a couple thin ones I've had some success with. I've been through so many of these. Let's see, this is the Pentel Sunburst Metallic Medium. And you'll see its problem right away. It's just some places it doesn't write. But it's perfect, it's fine if you're doing lines like this in an abstract piece, it's gonna be fine. There's a little green in the color. The golds are so much variation. This is the Pentel Slissy. Pentel must be Italian name, Slissy. And again, very yellow, kind of like that Posca, but nice for some small details. So those are all of the pens that I have now, and see if I can see. Do you see how that Craftsmart just shines more than any of them? And it's a cheapie. I get it at Michael's. I guess the next shiny one is the Deco color if you look at them, if that's what you're looking for. All right, so that's those are some of my, well, all of my gold pens at the moment. Hope it's helpful.